Cold like I'm sick with the flu. I cover my face and that's spring summer 2002. Yeah, please don't touch my ride. In the grass, Teddy, with the Teddy. Quick with the hands ready. Please don't touch my ride. Shirt off, I'm Cam, ready. Dead stock in memory. Please don't pop my tie. Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 amen. Bad boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Steady like my persona. Going up. Remember them was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the furnace. Blow up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Chargers going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They run it here with Gordon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Rivers now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Throwing, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Emmanuel Sanders deep for the Broncos. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Keenum. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They run it here. Where? And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the things that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Here we go now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Rivers on first down. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Rivers. Allen has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin from 8 yards out, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And they'll want to hold on to that football. That is the first NFL touchdown scored by the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, if you want to talk AFL, first Los Angeles Chargers touchdown since New Year's Day of '61.
Yeah, they played in the AFL Championship that day against the Houston Oilers. So how about that? A return for the L.A. Chargers, triumphantly finding the end zone.
And a ball that will live in the trophy case for years to come. This is taken at his 4. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. It's complete. This is Brent Selleck. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriots.
Keenum on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10.
Detroit. Blue landing. Watch it now, Barney. Go.
second down. Here's Keenum. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Corey Legion in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. Blue, landed. Blue.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. 1:57 to go in this first half. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He completes it to Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space, and he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Barrett not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a second down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Keenum now on second down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Got it! Here we go now. Blue landed.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
All right, here we go.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Finding some room at midfield. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
But he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Justin Houston in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight.
That's how we do it, baby. Here we go now. Number 39.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Dumps that off to Ware. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. This is Booker on the dump off. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 31. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Returning, it's Benjamin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the red zone now, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. For Gordon, he saw his total touchdowns jump from 0 as a rookie to 12 last year. He's got his first in 2017.
And remember, he didn't finish the season last year due to an injury, so there's room to grow on that 12-touchdown threshold that he established, and he always adds something new to his game. Look out. He could have a big year in 2017.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first down, Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
The schedule maker's kind to the Broncos. Just one road game until October 22nd. After tonight, they get the Cowboys here next week. Then they're on the road at Buffalo in Week 3 before coming back home to face the Raiders. Then an off week and then another home game against the Giants.
So it's a front-loaded schedule that they need to take big advantage of because the back end can be on the road a lot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Out of the gun, Keenum. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
This fielded at the 2. They juked him. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Rivers on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Rivers now. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd and short. Something to think about with these Chargers. They had 4 losses a season ago when leading with 3 minutes or less.
So you think that their fans right now, they're hopeful, but not necessarily expecting it to go their way.
Yeah, not counting their chickens just yet. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And here's Marshall. That is he's not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Corey Legent in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Keenum got to have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.